Hi folks, welcome back to MCM Outdoors and welcome to the glorious coast of Anglesey. We're up here in Red Wharf Bay and I've come a bit of time out on this lovely area of coastland. So plan is, well, I've brought all the camera gear along, I've got the mic. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, to be fair. I brought the drone just to make a bit of a, well, I'm after that elusive bass. I've been trying to catch bass with my dad, would you believe, for almost 2 years. You know, the amount of stories in tackle shops, local tackle shops, about how easy they are to catch and how everyone's catching them. Well, they've evaded me, they've evaded me dad for around 2 years now, so maybe that elusive bass will show its face. But yeah, I've come for a bit of time out, bit of downtime, a couple of days off work, and just relax. Hit that reset button, which we all need to do from time to time. So brought the camera along. I will do a bit of filming, make a bit of a vlog, something different, and I'm not back in work now until next weekend, so I'm hoping with this little block of time I've got to A, enjoy this little bit of a mini break myself, and B, get another wild camp in that nature hike spire. So that is the plan. Let's see how it pans out. Fingers crossed we're going to catch a bit of a bass, but if not, hopefully I'll bring you some lovely views, some escapism and mindfulness of this lovely coastline, which is absolutely picturesque and idyllic. Weather, it's going to be a little bit changeable today. It's absolutely blowing a gale. It's got southwesterlies hailing the way down the bay out to sea. So yeah, we'll see how it pans out, but we might do a little bit of a mini vlog, different days and different sites. Might go up to South Stack, get a bit of a walk up Holyhead Mountain. I've never climbed that. It's only a bit of a hill, although it is called Holyhead Mountain. But I've always wanted to do that, and it's overlooking the gorgeous South Stack lighthouse. So yeah, this might be a couple of parter. Brought the camera along, something to do, and I hope you enjoy it. The tide's on its way out, 5 o'clock. Well, it's 5:30 now, so it's just starting to come in, but it's going to obviously take a while. I think what we'll do is go and take a nice little walk down to the beach there. We'll make our way around the headland towards St David's. The tide's just on its way in, but it's obviously going to take a long time to come all the way out. It's blowing an absolute gale, so conditions that this anorak's made for, cold and windy. And yeah, should keep out the wind. Let's go and have a little bit of an explore, see what we can see. It's definitely wellies weather, and if you want to have a little explore in the rock pools, there's no good having trainees on or anything like that. So these Tesco specials they've really come in handy. Got them on the last fishing trip with Dad. Keep that locked. Sun's coming out. Let's go. So we're working our way down the hill into Red Wharf Bay. You got this channel of water which is marked by buoys. That's where the bass are meant to be when they come in on the flood. We've got some nice eateries, the shipping, classic Smugglers Inn, and the boathouse, cafe, restaurant, brasserie. It's over there. Really nice. Had some nice times in there. It's very enjoyable, very pleasant to go and sit outside and just enjoy a drink, watching the sunset over the bay. And if I turn you around, look at these expansive views. That's really nice. You can see that's over to St David's, right across the other side of the bay. That's where all the pubs and restaurants are. We're going to have a little nosy on down to the beach. So that channel, you got the buoys, green and red. Red for port, green for starboard. Port, the red is always on the left, and green, starboard's always on the right. The way you can remember that is saying there's no port left in the bottle. Always remember that. But yeah, the buoys mark the channel, obviously for the vessels going out to sea on lower water, so they don't ground themselves. Conversely, when the tide is coming in on the flood, this channel fills up first, and if you look at the ground, it's all rocky. There's loads of cockles and winkles and mollusks, bit of shellfish, and theoretically, and I say theoretically, it's bassy ground, rocky ground. However, have I caught one here? Absolutely not. Will I keep trying? Absolutely. But we'll see. Here's that rock. See the way it sticks out? And all the seabirds nest on those sheer cliffs. I'm just going to go up round, show you St. David's. I'm going to go back, have something to eat, and we'll draw this one to a close. That is a great blackback gull just there. It's massive, absolutely. Well, let's say they are very aggressive. They take smaller birds. Yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end of one of them where you've got a pasty or an ice cream in your hand. In Llandudno, you know about it. So we got to the location. As you can see, it's very windy, blowing an absolute hoolie. So casting should be fun. I'm just looking out there and there's a cormorant. Sometimes it means there's some bait fish. We'll get some feathers on first. I might try the heavy lure just in view of this wind and see what we can do. You never know, think positive. Well, that didn't last long. The wind down there, when you go down the lower rocks, it's really strong. I think it's like gusting to 30 knots or 30 kilometres an hour, the gusts are. So I've got quite a heavy lure on as well. This, I've got a heavier one in the tackle box. I'll try that. There's probably a reason why there's no one else fishing here today, but it's a bit of trial and error. This is the weather, so if I don't come fishing, I'm not fishing on my trip, and I came for a bit of, have a go fishing, so I've got to give it a go. What I'll do is I'll have something to eat, then I'll go down the other side and try a little bit out of the wind, try and get some shelter, and see if we can cast in the opposite direction with the shelter of the rocks. Time for a pork pie. Well, that was it's difficult. It's more than difficult, it's impossible to fish. It's low water in about an hour, and normally those rocks go far enough out that you can still fish at low water, but because the wind, it's changed direction a bit, to be fair. It's impossible to cast. Your line's just getting dragged out and it's just dragging the lure in the water. So plan B, well, there isn't a plan B really. I'm going to try and drive to Lligwy Beach, which is about 5 minutes up the road. Try and walk down onto the surf, bit of surf maybe. I don't know, bass, they like a bit of surf, do they? This is why I haven't caught bass in years. So I'm going to go to Lligwy. I've never been there, so hopefully it'll be quiet. Looking at this time, people will be in work or gonna, having the tea and stuff like that. So we'll have one last go and then we'll retreat back to base and see. Try again tomorrow. Well, folks, we're on Lligwy Bay. There's all good signs. There's cormorants out there. There's kittiwakes diving in, and I'm trying to cast out as far as I can into that, but it doesn't seem to be happening. We'll keep trying. There's definitely bait fish here. If they're here, if the bait fish are here, it stands to reason that things that feed off them, hopefully bass, are going to be following them in. Let's right out into it. Let's get out into all that. There's definitely schools of fish here. The birds are going mad. Well, I'm afraid that's it for another day. I'm looking out to sea there, and there's a pair of cormorants, a few more cormorants round to the left. There's loads of diving birds out there. There's kittiwakes in this area. I could see them coming up with sand eels on. And I just thought, if they're doing that, if there's bait fish there, surely the predatory fish will be following that in. Well, if they weren't interested in my Dexter wedge. It's flat sandy bottom. It just wasn't happening. So that's no fishing yesterday because of the weather. Today the wind's pretty much put a stop to it. That's just the difficulties of it, really. It's just about perseverance, and I've been persevering for 2 years. So no bass again today. I'm going to go back to the ranch. I've got some nice stuff for my tea. I'm going to do a bit of research online. Not that I haven't already been doing that, but I'll keep looking. But if anyone knows any tips to catch bass on lures, Anglesey, northwest England, please do let me know in the comments. Please only do it if you do know the answer, because I don't. It's just one of them things. The Fish Locker, I watch his channel all the time, very interesting. It's a shame I don't live in Cornwall to try and get some local advice. We're gonna walk back up the beach and admit defeat again on this one.
Don't answer the phone, spending the days on my own, then repeats this for weeks to come. I don't care what I miss, 'cause my life is dismissed. I keep searching for my bliss. It took days to finally start.
Well, it was a very windy and unproductive fishing session, but it was nice to just get out and have a go anyway. On a positive, I just looked at the YouTube channel stats, and it's It's got 11,001 subscribers now, so thank you very much for that. I didn't think it'd ever be at that point, to be fair. Started off, like I say, as a bit of a way to store memories really, and it's kind of gone on from there, so I'll keep doing it, see what happens. But thank you very much to each and every one of you which remain subscribed to the channel. It means a lot. I wasn't sort of going to go on about each milestone, but it's tough times at the moment, so that's a positive, so I'll take that. But yeah, I'm going to head back, warm up, get out of these damp clothes and stick the telly on, stick the fire on, get warm, make something nice for tea, and hunker down and hope this bad weather is going to blow on across. Now I've got another spot in mind tomorrow. Which looks bassy on paper. It's nice rocky, gravelly floor, loads of little inlets and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've got a couple of different lures I'm going to try. Some surface lures, some diving lures, and we'll have a little go at that. So if I don't speak to you again before the end of the night, I'll see you on the bass beach tomorrow. See if we can try and get some bass before this trip finishes. Well folks, it's been one of them mornings. Yeah, got up early, went to the rocks, the spot at Malfra, and bit of casting out there with these feathers, and the rod snapped. It's the second one, same brand, it's flaming snapped, so it's just not good. So I had to go all the way back, change rods, and you know, keep trying. I'm going to just swap these feathers out for a bit of a lure, a surface lure. It's not too heavy, so I'm not sure how far I'll get on the cast, but you know, we'll have a little go. So here it is, this little thing, a couple of casts with that. See if there's any bass out here. Probably not. But what a lovely spot. In a minute I'll show you the views. Not quite at high tide yet. So where do these elusive bass live? MCM Outdoors, the worst bass fisherman. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if we just saw this huge bass come out of the water and take this? I'll just show you some of the views and this lovely beach that I've come to. So even if we don't catch a fish, we're still in a lovely, lovely spot. Just makes it a bit easier to swap your terminal tackle out. Just a bit of a gated swivel kind of thing. Let's try that. There's another diving one. God, it's a good job this isn't a fishing channel, isn't it? You know, watch me cast in for a few hours and then not catch anything. So here's a different one. See how we get on with that. So there you go. I was hoping to catch a bit of a bass, cheer myself up, but it's not to be. But I'm a great advocate on videos of, you know, the benefits of the great outdoors and how that can help people. And the outdoors, wild camping, going on walks, just coming out on things like this, you know, even when you feel like, you know, Christ, you just come out and do things like this. That's a bit of lift, you know. Get yourself over that hill, get out the door and come out. It's a bit of a rain shower. Even if I don't catch anything, I'm going to just spend a few hours here, just sit here, have my lunch here. I'll be going back home tomorrow. I'll have to go via Rill and swap that fishing rod which is snapped. Spoke to the guy, maybe get myself a second-hand one which is a bit better.
Leave your worries by the shoreline and run your bare feet through the sand. Let the water be a soft bed when you cannot bear to stand. Make friends with flying seagulls and hold the sun up on your palm before you duck beneath the water where the world is mute and calm. Tell the fish all of your problems as they come swimming past. When your lungs are close to bursting, swim above the waves and gasp. Let the water hold your sadness and wash it right out to the sea. So, like a message in a bottle, all your worries are set free. And the sea might make you feel alone, but the world has troubles too. For how else do you suppose that the ocean got so blue?
Look at that. Torrential downpour. Weather's awful. There's no fishing today, so it's going to be an abrupt and not the best end to this one. Negative again. No bass. But keep trying. We're not defeated. It's all about resilience. Keep going, and I'll come back when I've got some more spare time. Do some more research. Go and swap the snap rod now in Rill. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the great outdoors. Let's hope the weather improves. See you on the next one.